My name's Drew Vanders. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to easily and safely travel in the depths in Tears of the Kingdom. My first tip is that every single shrine in Lightview in the depths in the surface world, not the sky shrines do not count. The shrines on the surface and the shrines on the depths, not the shrines on the depths, the Lightviews on the depths, they connect. So you could be able to go, say I've been to this shrine on the surface, I can go over here and I can put down a pin and know that there's a Lightview right there without actually having to look at it. Another tip is you can see a Lightview over there that I have not been to, I can mark it, and then on the surface world I can tell that there's a shrine right here. My next tip is about the Bright Bloom Seeds. Most people know that you can put it on arrows and shoot it, and it goes pretty far. It went out of reach. Well, I mean, you can see some stuff that it enlightened. But you can also hold R and then select a material and throw the material as well, so you don't have to use up arrows. The first time I went down to the depths, I went down with 400 arrows and I came out with 200 because I didn't know I could throw the seeds. Another tip about not you wasting as much seeds is that you can also put, say, a giant Blight Bloom seed on this rock, and then you can use Ultra Hand and carry the... Well, that one broke, but you can still do it. You just gotta pull the rock out of the ground first. You can carry the seed along with you, so you don't have to waste so much seeds, and you only use up one while doing this, while otherwise you'd be throwing them constantly. And in the depths, you will find these octagon little platforms all over the place. They have Zonai parts to be able to make vehicles with, and I highly recommend making vehicles inside the depths because that way you can avoid the gloom. My personal favorite vehicle, you've probably seen it on the internet, it's called the air bike. You make it like this. I'm gonna remake it just to show you how to make it, but this is pretty much how it looks. And when you start it, you can put a giant seed on it. And then when you do this, you're going to want to get onto it very quickly because it will start going. No matter what vehicle, it will start going. To be able to make this vehicle, you want to grab a fan first because you want it to be completely lined up to where you are so everything's like even, because the balance on this vehicle is very important. And then you stay in a similar position and you grab this guy, put him like this, angle towards you once and put him down. And then you grab the next fan, and you try and get him to be in as middle as possible as you can and place it down. And once you do this, you don't have to do this anymore if you have the auto build. The auto build is the most useful. It's very useful because you can simply build stuff if you have all the materials. If you don't have all the materials, it will cost Zonite. And some of these octagons have like rockets and other stuff here as well. Rockets and batteries. You can attach it onto this bike. However, you have to be very careful to put it in the middle line of the bike. Otherwise, it would be off balance. Because you wouldn't want a battery on the left side, because then you'd be drifting off to the left the entire time. This bike is very useful. You could be able to climb stuff without actually having to climb. And you can ride right over gloom spots without ever having to touch it. And you can pretty much go from Lightview to Lightview. If you have a lot of shrines in the overworld, in the surface world, you can be able to get to the Lightviews very easily. The only issue is if your battery runs out, you will just fall down. I like to let myself fall, but I saw this tip on Facebook where you can stop it, and then you can press recall, and recall it so you can gain battery back. But what they did is they fell straight down, and so... Oh no, it's still recalling while I'm trying to fly it. But you can do that to be able to regain battery so you can keep your airtime. And you can very easily go from Lightview to Lightview. I was over at that one earlier, I think. No, that's the new one that I saw on the surface world. Not every single octagon that you find will have all the materials to be able to build this, but quite a few of them do. And this is a really good way to get all the light routes in the game. Because I can go from this one to this one without having to fight any enemies, without having to deal with any gloom. I have one more tip. Wherever you see these lines down in the depths, you can go up into the surface world and see that all of the lakes and water that are not shallow determine where those are. And these are all walls that you cannot pass as well. So these makes it very difficult without knowing where they are to move around. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below of what you think about what I said. It'd be fantastic if you left me a sub sandwich. I'll see you guys later, and goodbye.